This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. If you were watching on Thursday, you'll have seen me doing a quick first impressions review, I guess, of this guitar here. This is a Harley Benton SC 450 P90 GT. Or it might be a Harley Benton SC 450 GT P90. I can't quite remember which way around it is. But anyway, you can tell what it is. It's a Harley Benton Les Paul copy with a gold top and P90 pickups. Initial impressions of this guitar on Thursday were really rather good. And I said that today would be giving it a full shakedown. So that's what we're going to do. Starting, as always, by having a look and a listen to what this guitar sounds like when you put it into a mix. And the settings I was using there were for the crunchy power chord sort of stuff, Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition on the Vintage channel. For the clean chords, same amp, just on the clean channel. For the sort of lower gain lead, back to the Vintage channel again, but with the guitar's volume rolled off to clean things up a little bit. And for the shouty high gain solos, once again the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition, but this time on the classic channel with the foot switchable boost engaged. Nice big fat lead tone that is. And as always, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and a jam track to use yourself. That's all, as per usual, up on my Patreon page. There's the address. Link in the description. As I'm sure you know by now, but I'll mention it anyway, it's $3 or roughly £3 a month, and you get access to all of these additional resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive, heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who support me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description. Yeah, the story behind this guitar briefly is that Agrajag Guitars, a local luthiery company, guitar tech business basically, they're just a few miles away from me down the road in Middlesbrough. I've used them on many occasions to do work on my guitars, as has been well documented on this channel. Anyway, they held a raffle in aid of Zoe's Place Baby Hospice last year. This was one of the prizes, and the chap who won it donated it back to Zoe's Place. They're going to use it as a raffle prize, or as, you know, just basically auction it off, whatever. They'll use it to raise some funds, and basically it's come to me to make a couple of videos with, and then it's going to Zoe's Place. So hopefully they can, you know, use it to good effect and raise some much needed cash for a very, very worthy cause. Anyway, if you want to get one of these, they are out of stock at the moment, as you can see on the Toolman website, but you know, they're back in stock in about 4 or 5 weeks. It'll cost you £125, and what do you get for that money? Well, you get a poplar body. There is not even a matchstick's worth of mahogany in this guitar. Poplar body, maple neck. The fretboard is something called Blackwood. I know nothing about that. Please enlighten me in the comments if you have more information than me. Ceramic P90 pickups, which I was actually surprised about, because I'm not usually a fan of ceramic pickups, but I thought these sounded really rather nice, it has to be said. And, you know, all the usual kind of stuff, 12-inch fretboard radius and all that. I'll tell you what, let's have a look at some weights and measures that I've done for the guitar. Here they are. You can see it's not a lightweight guitar. It's 3.99 kilos. I'm not quite sure what that is in old money, but it's a bit of a hefty beast, although not a backbreaker, it has to be said. 42.8mm nut width and 12-inch, as I said, fretboard radius. You can see the neck profile there, 1st and 12th frets, and the DC pickup readings. 9.5K on the bridge, 7.82 on the neck. We'll talk about that in a second. And in the middle, it's 4.29. Quite often with guitars at this end of the price spectrum, you know, you don't get individually voiced pickups for the bridge and the neck positions. And just that little thing there where, yes, they thought, well, we'll use a different pickup for the neck position. It shows that somebody's thinking. You know, it shows there's a guitarist involved in the whole process of speccing this guitar up, which is encouraging. The setup on this guitar, as I said on Thursday, is absolutely immaculate. But then again, why wouldn't it be? It's been through the very capable hands of James at Agrajag Guitars. He is basically the only person I trust now to you know, to kind of work on my guitars. He is an absolute genius when it comes to that, so much so that I'm on a waiting list to have him build me a guitar. But yeah, what else do I need to say? The neck profile on it is, it's not like a kind of a 50s baseball bat. I mean, you can kind of see from the profile gauge there what sort of neck we've got. It's not a skinny neck. It's sort of more like a 50s Gibson neck than kind of when they slimmed down a bit as they went into the 60s, but very, very comfortable to play, and as I say, immaculately set up as well. I don't know how old this guitar is, but it's obviously got a bit of age to it. Is this the right picture? Oh yeah, well, let's go to this one anyway. It's got a few years on the clock, this guitar, and as you can see, it's had a little bit of you know, damage. Well, not damage. It's just a crack in the top clear coat, I think, on the body there behind the bridge. So you know, it's not pretending to be a brand new guitar. and it isn't. And there's the evidence that it's got a few years on the clock. We still have on this guitar, if I just hold it up there, you can see we still have the old style Harley Benton logo, which you can compare with the newer logo that came in, gosh, about 5 years ago, I think now. So this guitar has, as I say, a few miles on the clock. But I mean, nothing. Who cares about what kind of logo it's got? That's just an indicator of the age. And I don't see a serial number on it anywhere, even if there was a facility where you could look up Harley Benton serial numbers. If you see there's the back of the headstock, and everywhere on the guitar there appears to be not a trace of any kind of traceability, but we know it's got a few years on it. The logo, who cares? Even this finished checking, as I guess you'd call it, down here by the bridge. Let's have another look at that again. That's nothing structural, it's just cosmetic, and I'd had the guitar in here several days before I noticed it. You've really got to kind of look for it, and you can only see it under certain lighting conditions. I take about half a dozen pictures of that to actually show it in a photograph. So what do I think of this guitar then? Well, I mean, it staggers me that £125 can buy you a guitar that performs as well as this. Granted, that might be £125 to get the guitar to your door, and then how much are you going to have to spend to get it set up like this? But in fairness, I've never had any really bad setup issues with any Harley Benton guitar that I've ever had through my hands. Your mileage may vary. I hear some stories that guitars have been sent out with badly cut nuts and stuff, but there's always going to be a wrong and slips through the net in some way, shape or form, whoever you're buying your guitar from. But this one certainly is, it's a very pleasant experience to play it. I think the old adage of a Les Paul or a Singlecut style guitar, shall we say, sounding like a Telecaster on steroids. I'm on the fence about that. I always think a Les Paul sounds like a Les Paul and a Telecaster sounds like a Telecaster. But with these pickups, I think there definitely was a little bit of that Telecaster clank, especially from the bridge pickup. If you want to rewind this video, rewind, how old am I? If you want to scroll back through this video and listen to the second like sort of low gain lead part again, verse 3 as I think of it in those kind of demos that I do, where I'm using the bridge pickup, I think you might just hear the Telecaster-y sort of overtones there. All in all, a lovely little guitar. Zoe's Place are going to be getting this and, as I say, selling it off or raffling it to raise money, and whoever ends up with it is going to be getting, well, a really credible instrument, I think, for, even if you could buy one new for a ridiculously low price. I'm impressed with it, and I think whoever gets it will be. And that is my little review of the Harley Benton, let's try and get this right, SC450 GT P90. Let's imagine it is GT P90. You know what it is. It's my review of this guitar. Make of it what you will. Hope you've enjoyed the video, folks, and found it informative and useful in some small way. I'll put a link to the full spec down in the description if you want to check it out some more. But that's pretty much it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. And well, basically we just have a beer and a chat on a Friday. Great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.